What's going on, guys? My name is Ezel, and this is my wife,
Yelsa.
and welcome to our reaction show, The Ezels
React.
Yeah, I'm supposed to say reaction. Anyway, it's all about this right here. Disclaimer. What we're about to talk about is All of Us Are Dead. If you have not seen it yet in its totality, please stop this video right now because we're about to spoil everything. Okay? And what we're talking about here with this show, it's a great show. It's number 2 on Netflix as far as I know. I don't think it went to number 1 yet. But there's 12 episodes, and along the course of those episodes, me and my wife, there's just a few things that we just had some problems with.
A few things that we had some problems with, and also a few things that we really liked too,
as well. So we're about to get right into that. So, what did you have?
What did I have?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, I really liked the show. I thought it was good. I thought it got better and better with each episode, and
true.
One of the main characters I could not stand. Can you guess?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
One of the characters you could not stand. The one that, excuse me, I don't remember her name, but the one that was playing in the Squid Game, and is now in this show.
No, she was irritating too. She was irritating, which is crazy. Her character pissed me off, but not as crazy as it sounds, not as much as Anjo. I could not stand her character for anything.
Okay. So why could you not stand her? Because I have some parts where she was pissing me off too. But what are the parts that
first of
tipped
all,
you off?
The whole, I guess it would be considered a love triangle thing, even though one guy wasn't really into her like that. But remember, she had a crush on, I think his name was Suyuk. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm not sure. And then it was, what's the other guy's name? Hold on.
And we had to write these names down. Please forgive us.
Chung Sung. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Chung Sung was her best friend, one of her best friends, her male best friend. And he really liked her, you know. I mean, I don't know.
He was smitten to say the least. He was smitten.
And while I guess she had a crush on this other guy because he was hot, but I mean, Chung Sung wasn't Dang, I'm getting the name messed up. Chung Sung was not bad. Like he was good looking. Like they were both good looking. Like she could not miss with either one of them, and they were both good guys in the show. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
I mean, it was also more than just that. She kind of seemed like an ungrateful character at the same time.
Yeah.
In different instances, like when people helped her out and everything, and even when her dad came to save her, her first thing to say that she said to him, "Oh, I'm getting tongue-tied."
Well, hold on before you get past that, because you're going in chronological order, but I wanted to jump in there and say the part where she was like, where the guy, so the one that had the crush on her, they were neighbors, they knew each other since 6 years old, whatever his name, I don't want to mess it up, but him, the guy that had the crush on her, but she liked the other guy. What was his name?
I think it was.
Was it? It wasn't. It wasn't. These names are. We're not. If you've seen it, you know what we're talking. You know what I'm talking about. But she liked the other guy, right? That winds up talking to that half-B, as one of the other guys called her, half zombie, half.
Her
girl.
name was easy to remember. It was Namra.
Namra, right? So Anjo had a crush on him, but he had a crush on that girl, and then behind Anjo, this guy had a crush on her, right? So, all right, I'm a big believer. I'm like, look, if you got a crush on somebody and they don't like you, you just gotta accept, like, yo, they don't like, okay, cool, all right, you know, I tried, right? My point is to stay consistent, right? Don't go flip-flopping back when things change. Is the moment old boy's mother got zombified he had like a mental breakdown. I'm not a mental breakdown. He was obviously, I mean, he was he had all kinds of PTSD. All of them had PTSD. Let's just say that straight up. But that was a very tragic and what's the word I'm looking for? It was a very
Traumatic.
A very traumatic moment, right? And now she's like, oh, now that your mother's dead, I guess I could talk to you. Like, no. Take it back.
Yeah.
Don't come over here trying to console me now. Like, no, stay where you at. Stay consistent. Keep the same energy. Don't feel sorry for him now. You didn't really like him like that. What changed? The fact that his mother got zombified? I was just like, look, this girl, nah.
I guess
No way.
I was getting tongue-tied a little bit earlier because I had so much on my mind when it came to her, but it was just little things here and there that she did during the storyline that she kind of seemed ungrateful for. Like, the male best friend was basically helping her with certain things, and she kind of just seemed like, no, get away from me, like that type of thing. It was just, I mean, I understand that was kind of the dynamic of the relationship. They kind of had this little thing where they went back and forth, but at the same time, this was like a zombie apocalyptic moment, and she was still acting like that. I don't know.
Wait, which one? Who?
I'm talking about Anjo. We're still talking about Anjo.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I had to look at the moms real quick.
Okay.
They heard you. Well, continue.
Yeah, it was just little things here and there made me not like her character, even though I understand, how, of course I was a teenager once, so I understand the whole thing about putting certain people in the friend zone and you don't see them like that, and then you're like, no, I didn't see you like that. But even her whole reaction to finding out that he liked her, even though her best friend told her before she died, her reaction to it was so...
Wait, how was her reaction? I forgot.
Like, she was like, she wanted him to say who he liked, right?
Oh,
as
yeah.
As if she was like
at the
freaking
campfire.
oblivious, like, no, tell me, like that. And then when she finds out, she's like, no, it's not. No,
you're
why
joking,
would you say
right?
something
You're
like that?
joking.
Yeah, like she was all upset, and I was like, what? And then how angry she got at him, like, why would you like me? Like, just all of that was
then
just.
She walked over to the side by herself. I'm like, who does that? Yo,
it was extra.
It was extra.
It really was.
And I just want to say this too. If this has to do with like a cultural thing we're not understanding, please write it down in the comment section.
Well, I don't think friend zone is cultural, but
no, not friend zone, but like the whole. I've noticed even watching anime, there's like this. The characters, if they find out somebody likes them, there's like this super awkward blushing. They could be like 25, and it's like, like, oh no, she, like, and I don't know. I feel like I'm missing some context here from a cultural standpoint. So I don't want to be, we don't want to be like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not ignorant to it, but we don't want to not show empathy towards that. What is the word I'm looking? All my definition, all my context.
It's because it's nighttime. That's what it is.
Oh my gosh! All the words, all the definitive words I usually use. I'm just all over the place. Anyway,
please excuse us, guys.
Yeah, brain fart. But what was another part? Gwen, what's his name? Gwen, the dude that was half zombie. He was the bully. He was the gopher. The bully's gopher.
I actually wrote this down.
The fact that they could.
It was Guinam.
Yeah. Guinam. That guy, like.
That guy had 9 lives, man.
Right. The acting was phenomenal. Let me just say that. Everybody's acting was on point.
Yes.
But man, I was like, somebody get rid of this dude. Come on. Then when he was about to gouge out
Chung Sun.
Sure. Chung Sun?
Right. Yeah, Chung Sun.
When he was about to gouge out his eyes at the end, I was like, dude, come on. Why are the bad guys always winning? Come get rid of this. This dude has he's every time they kick him off, he just comes right back. I'm like, nobody thought to like maybe chop off his head like this, like nothing. Like they're just.
And then
like,
Chung Sung sacrificed himself.
Well, he was a goner anyway after he got bit. He was
I know, but still, well, a part
I
of
just
me,
didn't
a
want
part
him to
of
turn
me
to a
wished
zombie and
that
not
he
get
would
him.
be happy. A part of me wished that he would be. 'Cause I was like, oh my gosh, at least let him be happy, please.
But then it turns into like an off-brand superhero zombie show instead of like, oh, we all got powers, just bite everybody.
No, but I really, really liked his character. I liked his character.
I did too. Yeah.
I liked.
He was cool.
I really liked Suyuk. I liked Namra. I really liked her character.
Yeah, she was cool too.
Even like
powers.
I think it was just the fact that she came across as being very misunderstood on the show.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say something about that
Go
too
ahead.
because I could kind of relate to her being misjudged because you're acting a certain way. Like some people would perceive me as being like either mean when I was younger, or some people would perceive me as being I don't know, just the perceptions were off because of I was a nerd, I was shy, I was a mama's boy, like all these different things were going on inside my head, and I wasn't even at the time paying attention to how other people were perceiving me. So that wound up rubbing other people that would, if they got to know me, feel like, oh, okay, he's a likable guy or whatever. It just pushed people away. It was. So I understood once she started talking, and it was like, you know, my mom, I think she said her mom was always concerned about her studying. She didn't really care about the friendship and all that. It's important to have friends. It's very important. It's actually, I would say everybody needs at least one friend, if they can make one. Friendship is how we learn. It's how we grow. It's how we learn to socialize. We get information. You could say it's the first internet. Peer-to-peer information being spread. So her being by herself and being lonesome and not having a group of friends ever, and then all of a sudden being forced to be with these people, in a way it helped her evolve as a person.
Yes, I would agree.
Because there was no other scenario where she would have befriended any of those guys, right? And it took a zombie apocalypse for her to make friends, which is funny. But I'm happy for her character and sad for her character at the same time, because she wound up having this desire, this hunger, this thirst for human flesh, unfortunately due to the bite from Guinan.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, she's every now and then she wants to taste of blood, and that's not gonna work if she's with her friends. She might want to chomp on her homies, you know. That's not cool. So she's fighting this internal battle of not succumbing to her real desires, and that sucks. That's a terrible situation we put in.
It really is.
I could like relate this to other things, but I'm not gonna go there. Trying to keep this a fun channel. So
Yes.
if you want to talk like that, go to YNTB Podcast on YouTube. That's our other channel. Shameless promo. Anyway, that's YNTB Podcast. Anyway, so what else was there? There was some other things.
Okay.
There's just so many.
It
was so many.
I actually wrote some of it down, but
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was weird. When Guinan came after Chung Sun, like towards the very end, like, you know, like the last few episodes. Remember, he found them on top of that little, I guess it was like not a balcony, but like a little section off of the building. Remember, they went to that other building?
The old construction site.
Yes, he found them.
It wasn't finished.
And he was fighting Chung Sun, and people were just watching. I mean, I know they had to get the other guy up or whatever, but they just sat there and watched. None of the women, you know, had their arrows out to shoot an arrow at the dude. They just watched him bite. That part, I was like, what?
And what you're saying, when we were watching it, that's what you said. You were like, Why didn't she just use her like that was she was shooting zombies all because there was a time point before where she was getting ready to shoot one of the zombies and a zombie side blinded her from the side. That was like right when when Anjo's father was with him, right before he got killed. He like grabs the zombie off her. She was so busy this way, she didn't see the guy coming that way. So here's an opportunity where you're forced to only look one way and you don't use your arrow? What? Maybe she was afraid that she'd accidentally strike the other, right? And miss the zombie guy, maybe. I don't know. The way
that they were angled, it didn't look like she would have missed. It would have been a clean shot. But I don't know. Maybe. I just thought it was kind of weird. And the other dudes didn't, go up and try to fight him either. Like, I get it. He's stronger. But at least, what was his name? At least Soyok, he actually tried. Like,
yeah. Oh,
that's the thing that I liked about him. He always, what?
You know what we're forgetting? The cowards. Oh my goodness. What show? This show has shown so many cowards. It was just, I'm like, you guys,
like the guy that was on the roof. Oh my gosh.
Yes, it's his. He did not go with the girl that wound up being a half-beat that was
breaking all the phones.
Well,
first of all, basically she was the girl that was
she was harassed at school.
Yeah, she was harassed at school, and they were going to record her, like,
and put out the video.
Yeah,
and she winds up becoming happy.
Yeah, she tries to commit suicide, and the other guy tries to stop her, and this all seems to be happening simultaneously while the zombie outbreak is happening. So they're over there talking and having a conversation and stuff, and he's trying to get her back down and stuff, and all of that's happening at the school. So they ended up getting stuck up there or whatever for a period of time, and then eventually she's like, I want to get up and go and stuff like that. Well, she didn't say I want to get up and go. She was just like, I want to go.
Yeah.
And she basically kind of did call him a coward before she left.
Yeah, well,
and then he proved her right.
But you know what really pissed me off with him?
What?
Who is when it didn't even make any sense. I need a backstory on him. They were banging on the door. All the rest of the students, they got up to the top floor and they couldn't get open the door. He's sitting right there. And then they asked him, the soldiers asked him, yo, is there any other survivors?
And he said no. He said no.
Survivors, no. And they're banging on the door. And I'm just like, oh man.
But he got what was coming to him, and I was so excited.
Shout out to him as an actor, man.
I was so excited about that.
He made me hate his character. He made me hate his character. Shout out to that actor. I was like, what is the reason? Is this what? It just doesn't make any sense. And then the other girl, she was a coward too. She was walking with the other girl, and I don't remember her name, but she wound up getting. She was
like the other girl was about to get attacked. Yeah,
she's like,
and then she just ran.
Then she ran off, and I'm like, do you know what's gonna happen to you if you run off?
And it ended up happening to her anyways.
You're gonna have no help if a zombie tries to attack you. 2 against a zombie is better than 1 against a zombie. And now you just left her. You were the help. I'm just like, let's just put this out there. Everybody is at risk to get bit by a zombie. Why are you guys freaking out? Like, just accept it as it is. And if somebody needs help, you help them. What is going on? These people are so afraid.
See,
not saying
I think that was one of the things that you were talking about is something I kind of liked about the show. That aside from Guinan, there was instant karma for some of those people.
Yeah. I mean, they got it. They got what was coming to them.
Mm-hmm.
That was. It just took Guinan a lot longer.
And who's to say that he's actually dead?
Oh, you know what? Don't even do that, because I think I heard talk about a season 2.
There is
a season 2.
Well, I don't know. Oh, and I had just found out that this was actually based on a Webtoons comic.
So we might be able to spoil it for ourselves.
Yes,
which I don't want to do that.
I probably will do that just because I'm curious.
Don't tell me.
Why'd they have to kill Chung-sun? I really loved his character. I don't know why I gravitate towards his character and Suyok's character. And of course, like I told you, the other ones like Namra and He was such a likable character. I also like the
morals.
team. Yes, and I also like the teamwork of some of the characters.
Real quick, because I'm about to wrap this up, but
Okay.
I just remembered, since we're speaking about the his character, what was his name?
Which one?
The one we just discussed.
Chung Sun.
Chung Sun. When they're beating his mother, who's a zombie, right? And he's just realized, like, and when he's okay, you didn't know it was his mom. Cool, you're whacking on her, right? As soon as he says, no, before that, I'm sorry, I'm saying out of order. He goes over to them and pulls them off, pulls both of them off, then starts wailing on them, right? They get back up and go right back to beating the same zombie mother.
Didn't make any sense.
Bro, if you've been beating zombies this whole time, here's the logic. It's been a day and a half, 2 days. You've been beating zombies together. And then this one particular zombie, he runs over to you and throws you off of him. Don't you stop for a second and say, what's wrong?
Yeah, they didn't even do that. They just
They got back up.
went back to beating her, and I was
They
like,
went back to
what?
beating her. I'm like, yo. I was crying, laughing. I was like, oh my gosh. Yo, these guys. Oh my, somebody failed. Somebody skipped a grade. They put them in the grade they weren't supposed to be in. These guys, that was like the dumbest. That was the dumbest moment. I just spit. That was the dumbest moment on the entire show. That moment. Because I'm just like, if it was me and I'm beating somebody, beating the zombie mother, and then my homeboy comes and pushes me off, and then beats up the other homeboy, I'm not gonna get back up and go back to wailing, even if it's a zombie. Like, yo, obviously he knows something. Or I'm looking at him. Wait, did you become a zombie? Like, let me look at you. Let me observe you. Why are you attacking me? Okay, he's not biting me, so he's not a zombie. He's no blood, he's not a zombie. So what's wrong? Like, I'm going through the process of elimination quickly in my mind to figure out, why is this guy attacking me when we're trying to get rid of these zombies? They didn't take any thought into account. Got back up, went right back to work, beating the mess out of her until he says, Mom. And even then, I was like, these guys are going to keep beating her. Mom! Oh, that's your mom? We got it. I'm like, oh my gosh. That was like the number one dumbest thing on the show. But, I think, I don't know. We could keep talking and talking. And
yeah,
bring
but
up more
overall,
things.
this show was really, really good. I liked it. I really did. Yeah, I could talk on and on about it, but
And I'm sure I'll come up with some.
there
more
were a lot of
that
things
were
that I
crazy.
liked. And there was one more thing.
What's that?
Oh, actually, no, never mind. We actually talked about it. I was going to bring up the girl that was from Squid Game, but we actually already brushed over that.
We brushed over it.
Yeah.
But like, I'll just throw it in real quick. Yeah, she had it coming. We was hating her, but she got her just dues.
Yeah, but
They built her up to be, for everybody to be mad at her. So.
Yeah, but I mean, even though she deserved it, I kind of felt bad because she was actually going to go up there and bring them food.
I did. There was a chance for redemption. I do believe in, that would have set the score. Like, yo, I know you guys gonna be mad at me, but I'm trying to make it right. I appreciate that. All right, if you're gonna try to make it right, this settle. This makes us even. Maybe, and give us some time to forgive you. But she brought food. They needed food. People was hungry. And then they showed the backstory of what happened to the teacher. Salute to that teacher, yo. She gave her life. I mean, and she was trying to teach an important life lesson, right? That's what she was trying to teach her student. And she went as far as sacrificing her life to save her student. I thought if there was any moment that I was going to cry in that show, it might have been then. But,
It might
we don't cry around here. So, dry face, dry eyes. But, yeah. It's a great show. Great show. We could keep talking and talking and talking, but I don't want to make this review too long. But guys, let us know, what did you think about this? Did you guys like it? You feeling it? We might do a lot more reviews if this is accepted well. Leave some comments. Let us know what you think about this format, where we're just talking about our favorite shows and what we liked about them after they come out. And also, guys, make sure you like this video. Make sure you like this video. We're putting out content daily, back to back. Blah, 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 blah. Growing in the algorithm. And guys, if you like the vibe here, make sure you subscribe also. And guess what? We will see you. I'm looking in the wrong camera the whole time. We will see you on the next video. Peace.